Hey guys, and welcome back to episode 59, I think it is, of the Football Manager Southampton series. And as you can see on screen, the league table, no games played, but of course, it's the dreaded championship table. The one we didn't want to see at the end of last season, but unfortunately, unforeseen circumstances has led us here. And going into this season, I'm optimistic we can get back up. So, I am going to leave a poll on this video right now, early on, in the top right hand corner, whichever corner that is, saying, do you want me to skip more games in the championship to get back to the Premier League? If not, I'll happily skip 4 games off screen, show you 3, skip 4, show you 3, or I can like do 10 and then show you 3 just to get on with the season. Nevertheless, we've still got to perform despite how many games we play on screen, and the pre-season, actually, I won't show you pre-season, I'll show you the transfers. So we'll start with the outgoings this season, the first one being Will Ferry. He's been here all along, he's gone to my old team Sunderland on a free from the academy. Probably a bit gutted with that, he should have gone for some money, but we never played him. Brian O'Reilly, the next to go out on loan to Halifax, a good youth keeper, 20-year-old though. He's a bit old for the academy, but it might turn out good one day. Speaking of keepers, Ranfulo Grillo has gone back to Brazil, his native country, where he came from. He's gone for 10 million, so we've lost out on 2 million. We got a couple of games out of him. We were no good, so we've got rid of him again. Simon Barnes is the next to go. A good youth striker. I'm gutted that we let go of him. He's actually got 1-star potential at the moment, but still, shouldn't really got rid of him. The steal of the century. I couldn't do anything to keep him here no longer. Connor Cody has gone to Derby for 2 million. The board were gutted with that. I was as well. A really club man here, 132 games. But unfortunately, his time has come to an end. Along with ex-Derby player Max Lowe, he's gone. The left-back has gone to Fulham for 5 million, so he got a good, hefty chunk of money for him. He'd played more games than Cody as well here. But I didn't think it was the best in the Premier League, so I'm not gutted that he's left. We got a good price for him, and we've got another one in for his place. Oh boy, we're on to the big losses now. Forsto Vera is the first to go to Galatasaray, which, no offence to any Galatasaray fans, but I don't think is a real improvement. He's gone for 15 million, I think, so we got a good price on him. He's 25 though, and he's going into his prime. I just hope that doesn't come back to bite me. Next to go as well, we couldn't keep him. He had a release clause, he wouldn't sign a contract, so Reece Nelson has gone to Norwich. One of our best players in our one stint in the Premier League. Hopefully we get there next season and we're not off back for him. A traitor when we went down. Another traitor, but not so harsh, because he spent some time in the Championship with us, and he was too good for us, is Steve Lucas. Gone to Newcastle for the release clause of 22 million, so we're still getting hefty chunks of money for Championship players here, because obviously we got relegated, we deserve to be in the Championship, so I have gone and spent that money elsewhere. And the huge one, the absolutely huge transfer is Max Milne. 25 million to Huddersfield, 20-year-old. I really love this guy. I really did. An amazing right back in my time here at Southampton, but it's come to an end. Got unbelievable money for the absolutely pacey right back, and it's a shame to see him go. But we have brought some players in, starting with Andy Clark, a player on loan from Chelsea. 20-year-old is going to be a backup striker, probably a third choice behind Jallo as well. But yeah, he can grow to 4-star, hopefully he does at our time here. The next guy, I think is quite a good deal. We paid like 2 million for Luke Ayling, a backup right back before, and we've got one for free here from Burnley. Got released, Andy Yedayom. He was at Hertha Berlin on loan last season, scored 2 goals, which is pretty decent in the Bundesliga. So yeah, I picked him up for a backup right back. And here is the first choice right back. We've got Callum Chambers through the door from, I think I'm right in saying Norwich. He didn't get played. 3-star is decent. Nothing special though. He actually came from Aston Villa, who came down with us. So he stole him off another relegation rival. 30-year-old. He's back at Southampton for his second stint and a good signing. Next is another backup for 3.1 million. Maybe a little bit overpaid, but he can grow. Is Joe Hodge from QPR. He was at Port Vale in the first season. 22-year-old can definitely grow further than this, and I think is a good midfield player. And for the same price, you might remember this guy, it's Tony. We had him on loan at Sunderland. We never ever played him. We've just gone and bought him permanently from Tottenham. 2.5-star at the moment, but can grow to 4.5, so he will be an absolute world beater if we can get him there. 23-year-old, maybe just a bit past his potential, but I've got faith in him. And the third largest signing for 3.5, not really much more, we haven't spent much in this transfer window, is Ross Barkley. Took up a hefty wage, but 3.5 star, good replacement for Lucas from Watford, another team that came down with us because we were struggling to convince players from the Premier League to come down and take the step into the Championship. But I think a really good playmaker, got really good all-round stats and can be a success here at Southampton. And here is Lowe's replacement. 4.5 million for this guy. 23-year-old from Independiente. Doesn't really have the potential he did at the start, but his name is Germano Chambi, and he's 2.5 star at the moment. Can grow to 3.5. He'll probably be like Max Milne if I get him right with the training and everything, so he can kick on. Just a bit older though. And here's the big buy for 12 million. Obviously, the biggest player we've bought is Oscar Bob. What a name. I hope he doesn't replace Patrick Roberts because he is another right winger. 22-year-old. He's already grown past his evaluation we paid for him. 3.5 star, can grow to 4, and a really good pacey winger who I think will excel in the Championship. And now, we're on to pre-season. We started off with a little French tour. Paris FC first, who we beat 1-0, Jallo scoring beautifully. And then we lost to Troyes in the next game. Ward-Prowse getting a goal with Paul Harvey and Gael Legros. This was when all the players were leaving, so we didn't really stand a chance. Then we had Kine with Patrick Roberts getting 2, Connor Goldson getting 1 with Oliver Bertin and Fournier scoring for them. And then we won against Nantes, so 2 wins and 2 losses in our French tour with Patrick Cotrone and Robbie Gott scoring and Teddy Baudet. But then, for some reason, Wolfsburg just thought we'll travel down to Southampton from Germany just before the season starts, and we lost 1-0. Adama Traore with the goal. And to start this episode off, we have West Brom away from home at the Hawthorns, followed up by QPR at the St Mary's, our first home game, and Joe Hodges' old team, who we've just bought. And then the Den is our last location, where we play Millwall. Never an easy team. And with our extremely large squad, we've got a couple of players still being wanted. Of course, the transfer window is not over. We've got 2 injured as well. Nenad Petrovic, who returns, is 3 star now. He's injured for 4 to 2 weeks. And Callum Chambers, who's injured for 7 to 3 months, which is not good at all. But without further ado, this is the team we're going to play for our first game. I've put the faith in this. Hansen in the net with Yadom, Soyuncu, Tony and Chambi in the defence. 3 2.5 star rated players, so not the best of defence, but Soyuncu, the big man, has stayed despite us going down. With Ward-Prowse and Robertson in the midfield, they played well in the Premier League. Bob, Barkley and Davies in the wing/cam roles, because Roberts was kind of injured towards the end of last season, so we're going to play Bob instead. And Cotrone, the man has stayed faithful. This is his second stint in the Championship with the Saints, so what a club man this is. He's still up front. And just before the game again, we've had an offer for Ovi Ejaria, listed for loan. They don't want him on loan, they want him permanently. I'll try and ask for about 7.5 million. If they accept that, I'll let him go because he wants to go anyway, and I have no intention of stopping him. Come on, boys. Passionately say I expect to win today. They haven't got really anyone special. They've got the likes of Ollie Watkins, but we robbed them when we went to the Prem with Nathan Ferguson and Lecco, who are in the reserves for this game. None of them in the first team. But hopefully our first team can do the job here and get our first win and put us on course for a good season. Looks like we're having no highlights. They're all focused, and they've had 2 more shots than us going into the half-hour mark. We've got them back, though. Looks like it's going to be a boring first half. Yeah, I'm right. If this has no highlights, that's amazing. It shows you how the Premier League is entertaining on FM, and the Championship isn't. I'll say we're going to be fine, even though we're not. I've got faith he can improve a bit more. And come on, give us a highlight. 55 minutes. Yeah, we've got one, but it's them. Ollie Watkins gives it to Matt Clark over the top. Bob intercepts to Yadom. Kaglar Sayonku in the middle. Ward-Prowse. Now Bob, can he just sprint down? Come on, show the crowd your quality, even if it is away from home. Just make them jealous that we bought you. As Cotrone is sent through, and what a save from Phillips. Substitution time. Ross Barkley for Patrick Roberts. Come on. I probably should have played you from the start, and now you're getting your chance for the tired Barkley. Hopefully he can do the business. Patrick Roberts has got a free kick away straight away. Oh, Cotrone off the bar. That's his biggest chance. Ward-Prowse with the throw into Jallo. Back to Ward-Prowse. Can we get a late goal? Cotrone, it's headed to Chambi. Chambi with the hit from the distance. And the left back The replacement left-back scores on his debut. Oh, what a goal. Jallo with the touch straight back to Ward-Prowse, who puts it in the box. Cutrone didn't get high enough, but Chambi with a 1-2 with Robertson, and Phillips probably should have saved it. Come on, hold on for 3 more minutes. I mean, I hoped it would have been more convincing than this, but if it comes to a new player screamer on his debut, I don't mind that to start off with the season, as Billy Gilmore for West Brom comes on, and they put it to Robertson. Tony with the header away. Ward-Prowse, come on. Robertson to Soyuncu. You can't be playing 1-2s in that area, although it has worked. Jallo coming forward down the pitch, keep on going. Gives it to Cutrone. 1-2. Jallo's through, and then it's saved. It may not matter though, because we're going to get the win. 1-0. It was an actual even game, which I don't like to see. I hope we would have dominated and gone straight back up to the top of the league. A nice victory, well done. And we'll have to go into his next game against QPR. At the end of that game, we are 8th as well, just on goal difference though, because we did win. Sunderland top after a 4-0 thrashing of Ipswich. And we've also got this youth player, I think he's just joined us, called Zhao Jing. He's amazing, he's gone to the under-21 straight away. Hopefully he can be the next Jallo, but maybe even better. Don't really have good stats, but he just performs apparently. And we're still in the transfer market, so I am doing a bit of scout searching. We've got 26 million in the bank. Hopefully we can spend a bit. And we're huge favourites for this game. QPR just coming up from League 1 as we came down. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer! Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is in charge of QPR. Oh my days. At least I've got a title. And here is the lineup we have got for that game at the St Mary's. Hansen in the net with Yadom, Soyuncu, Tony and Chambi at the back. Robertson, who were amazing in the last game, with Ward-Prowse, his good partner, with Bob. Roberts coming in for Barkley in the only change made, and Davies on the left with Cutrone up front, hoping he actually scores in this game. Here's QPR, a lot of regens. Scowen, Thompson, Oxborough and Townsend. Townsend we know from his time at Sunderland. I'll have to say passionately, should be winning this fairly comfortable. They have just come up, and let's give Solskjaer a lesson in how to coach a team. Corner ball as well in the 6th minute, as Ward-Prowse gives it to Cutrone, and Alphonso Davies taps it in at the back post. His first goal as a championship player. I honestly didn't think we'd have him in the championship, but he stuck around and got this finish. Ward-Prowse with a good corner. Cutrone, it might have actually, it looks like it was going in. He nicked the goal, and luckily he stayed onside. Oxborough with the ball in the net, gives it to Eliasson, formerly of Bristol City. It's going very slow, I'm going to have to turn it up a bit. Hopefully they don't score. Cutrone's through anyway, he could score himself, and he hits it at the keeper. Patrick Roberts has picked up an injury. They've had 0 shots. We just can't find a cam though, because Barkley's injured. Only recommended for 45 minutes, but he's going to maybe get the second 45 minutes. 1-0 at the break. I'm going to have to give him a boost because we should be scoring more. Passionately say there's room for improvement, then give Jody Morris a bit of time to speak. I'm going to take Roberts off. I'll play Ross Barkley because Oviajari might not even be part of the team later on, and we'll go into the second half. Ward-Prowse with a free kick as well. Cutrone across net, and it's gone in. That was very lucky, but we're 2-0 up. Patrick Cutrone with his first championship goal of the season. Let's have a look. Ward-Prowse swings an in-swinger. Leon's Foster, bad header. And Cutrone off both posts, kind of, and into the back of the net. Going to give Hodge a bit of game time against his old club. And Abu Jallo can come on up front because it looks like we're in total control of this game. 0 shots and 0 on target for QPR. Bob running with the ball at the defence. Just needs to get around his man. But he's going to pass it into Ward-Prowse to Hodge. Can he get a goal against his old team? No, he passes it. Davies to Barkley. And it's over. And keep ticking. There we go. 2-0. 18 shots to 2. That's the way I like it. It looks like we're on course. I know it's very early on, and I'm saying this with a bit of caution, but it looks like we're off straight back to the Prem at this rate. And we are now second on goal difference. Notts Forest beating Cardiff 4-1. Where have Sunderland? Sunderland didn't win. It's a shame because I want them to go up with us, my old team. And Ferguson's withdrawn his transfer because I didn't even know he'd put one in, to be honest. Haven't really paid attention to him. And now we have the transfer deadline day. I'm in the mood for a huge signing. I haven't really got anyone on my scouting list, though, that we can go and sign. But I just want a big one. There's Kana, who we had on loan last season, but I can't see us signing him. these are. Oh, it could come on loan. It could come on loan, but what's the suggested on that? 86 million. Back away. I think that's Owen Henderson or Ewan. He looks like a decent player. 10 million. I'm going to try and put less in for him. 5 million. Oh, they want 21. 7.5. No, of course not. We're going to try and look at some more players, and I'll get back to you if we have any in mind. Luis Eduardo. 90 on the scout summary. 2.5 stars, can grow to the same as Tony. His transfer listed as well. How much for? Does it say? It doesn't. Oh, it says there 15.25. That's a lot. But I might have a look at this guy. So the best I can probably do is 14 and 50%. I even want more than that. I'll cancel it for now and look elsewhere. And the next guy is William White. 24-year-old from Borussia Dortmund. 3-star, can grow to 4. Looks a really decent player, like Alphonso Davies. I think it's the same position. 3 million transfer requested for, so I'll accept that. Oh no, I tried so much, but I just didn't want to give him a star thing. So we've got, what's this transfer thing? Are we running out of money? There's plenty left. And they've let Xiao go. Why? I thought he was going to be such a good player. Matt Travers, another signing that I didn't tell you about. A backup keeper. I think he's 2.5 stars. Going to let him into the club. And Ovi Ajari is leaving to go to Fulham. And these scouts, the ones I've got in now, are just not getting me any good players. There's Travers coming in, but I wanted to make another big signing, but there's just no one. Robbie Gotts has had an offer in for him now. 8 million is a lot for him. But I'm going to turn it down because he's a very versatile player and may need to stay here if we don't get anyone else in. Leeds want Lecco. You know, this is one that I might actually consider. I want more money than that though. Maybe 10 million if they can give that acceptable, extremely good offer from Leeds for him there. I'll accept that without a shadow of a doubt. And here we go. He's leaving the club. Make a parting comment. You've been a fantastic servant. Had them good off the bench appearances when we had him, but yeah, not really going to do anything here. And there's half an hour left. Nothing is really going to happen. But at least we've got like an extra 10 million on it or a bit more with Ajaria. Let's have a look at this. Wage expenditure. We are spending 1.3 million a week on wages. We want to kind of try and reduce that if we can a little bit. But I'm happy with the business we've done so far. No huge name apart from Bob for the big transfer fee. But we've got a lot of money for January. And here is the team we're going to play for the Millwall game. We've got Hansen in net with Yadom, Soyuncu, Tony and Chambi at the back, with Robertson and Ward-Prowse in the midfield, Bob, Roberts and Davies in the wing/cam role, and Catrone up front. It's the same team, not many signings to come onto this bench for Lecco, so we're going to put Martinelli there, and hopefully we get another big win. Oh my... Chambi, when I signed him, I think I put like an agreement on... I can't even remember, but he says the damage is done and he wants to leave the club. Why? Why? You've literally just come scored a screamer. I've got no intention of letting you leave and now he's extremely unhappy. What was it? What was the promise? What was the promise? Bring in a friend and strengthen the first team squad. I think we strengthened it. And do you really need a friend to hold your hand at a new team? And we've got offers in for him already. I'm going to turn them all down. I don't want him going anywhere. Unless it's for a lot of money, because we paid quite a bit. Champy's trying to force away a move. If he doesn't think I'm the right manager, then he'll have to leave. I'm not having a player speak to me like he has done. He's done really well in his first couple of games, but Champy is off onto the bench, and Robbie Gotts is coming in for a late replacement. Don't know why he's done that. The Millwall team, Egan, Thompson, Dewsbury Hall, Coyle. There, the names are recognised fondly. I'm going to say passionately, I expect to win today, like the other games. We've got a highlight early on. Robbie Gotts, replacement left back into Robertson. Ward-Prowse with the ball now. Turns and gives it to Robertson. Robertson over the top to Yadom. Can Yadom swing a ball in? He's been decent in these first few games to Davies. And Davies scores a header. His second goal of the season already. Beautiful. Beautiful little cross from Yadom. An old man, but he's done well in his first 3 games. Through the legs of the defender as well. And Davies heads it straight past Naylor. 22 minutes in and they've actually got a highlight of themselves. It looks like it's not going to be as easy as the QPR game, as Nokabare gives the ball over the top to Travis Coyle. He's going to put a ball into the box if we're not careful. Back to Pickering. Romeo arriving. And Marlon Romeo scores. Our first goal conceded. It's all about how we react now. Coyle with a good crossing. Actually, no, it was Pickering, wasn't it? Pickering with a good ball in to Romeo, and he's just volleyed it straight in top bins. Come on, boys. Instant reply. Roberts with the ball in. Egan gets it away. Robertson with a bad touch, and now they're away. Oh, what a touch from their striker. He's put him in front of our defence. Back to Romeo. Over the top to Coyle, who's as free as a bird. Hits it. And what a finish. We haven't reacted very well at all after going 1-0 down. Or 1-1. Because it's 2-1 now. From in front early on to now behind to Millwall. This is not the game I expected to lose. Coyle with a touch on his knee and a finish, but Hansen at your close post should be saving it. And it looks like it's going to be half time. And we're going in 2-1 down to Millwall. We've been the better team as well. Going to be aggressive. Show me something else. The first time we've been aggressive. And I'm going to say, I've got faith in you though. Just to see if Alphonso Davies isn't still angry, but he is. With the team talk, probably because he scored. No changes, straight into the second half and searching for that goal. And now we're in and still no goal to show for it. Going to put Ross Barkley on for maybe Roberts. Yeah, he hasn't played as well as Bob, so I'll keep Bob on the right hand side. Love saying that name, Bob. I've fired up the team. They do look quite tired, to be honest. Maybe make some more change. We've got a season ahead of us, a long season at that. And it might be the Chambi confidence that has actually spurred this team to a bad performance. Maybe I've fallen out with a player and it's caused this. As Dewsbury Hall has a free kick on the edge of the box from Millwall. Really good position for him to just hit this in the top bins. And he does. It's 3-1 to Millwall. Good finish. I wanted a clean sweep of 3 wins in this episode. I thought it was possible. And that is a decent free kick. Hansen, though, should be tipping it over. And there we go. There we go. It's done. 3-1 to Millwall. Did not deserve it. Our first loss of the season. Aggressive. I expect to see you all in training after that. Not good enough. We've got a Carabao Cup to make up for it. And at the end of the episode, we're not that bad. We're in 9th. Should not be anywhere outside of the playoffs once we get back in there, in my opinion. Aston Villa and Watford doing better than us on goal difference. Don't like that. But unfortunately, guys, this is the end of the episode. I hope you guys have enjoyed. Like, comment, share, and most importantly, subscribe to the channel for more Football Manager and FIFA content. And I've been MWS, and I will see you in the next one. In a bit. Peace.